A stunning development in a story that sent shockwaves through a Jewish community in Brooklyn. Tonight, a rabbi's conviction for child molestation charges up in the air because of new allegations. Two of the witnesses may have been the target of coercion to lie about that rabbi's behavior.
Samuel Kellner was led into Brooklyn Supreme Court in handcuffs to make his bail application. The hearing came moments after Brooklyn DA Charles Hines announced Kellner's indictment on charges he paid a child $10,000 to testify falsely that this man, Borough Park Rabbi Baruch Lebovits, had sexually abused the boy, and that Kellner then allegedly tried to extort money from Lebovits.
Kellner sent emissaries to Lebovitz's family, telling him that he controlled the witnesses against Baruch Lebovits, and that in return for $400,000, he would ensure that the witnesses would not testify at trial.
Lebovits was indicted on sex abuse charges, but then the victim, who was allegedly paid, recanted. Lebovits was still convicted of 8 counts of a criminal sexual act on the testimony of 2 other young victims, including Kellner's son.
The 58-year-old rabbi resisted the extortion attempts, and he also refused a plea bargain before last year's trial for far less jail time, 1 1/3 to 4 years.
Fresh upon Kellner's indictment, lawyers for Lebovits rushed to the appellate division a few blocks away to start an appeal.
We know this community, we love this community, and there's a real job that has to be done in that community to eliminate this culture of extortion.
There was a pattern of extortion where people were paying money to troubled young men to have them lie.
Famed defense attorney Alan Dershowitz was successful in getting a court order allowing Lebovits to be released from prison on $250,000 bond and placed under house arrest while his case is appealed.
Well, the statute provides that bail should be set in cases where there's a reasonable likelihood of prevailing on appeal, and we think there is a reasonable likelihood.
During the court hearing, defense lawyers for Rabbi Kellner said for years he worked with the New York City Police Department to try to prevent sex abuse and child abuse in his community. But an NYPD spokesman says he can't confirm that claim.
The appellate judge will allow Lebovits to be released on bail of $250,000, but he will be under house arrest wearing an ankle bracelet and can only leave his home for a medical emergency.
We were hoping and waiting for the truth to come out.
Sammy Gumbo, a longtime associate of Rabbi Baruch Lebovits, says the rabbi has been vindicated.
This was all about money, about extorting money from his kids.
Samuel Kellner was ordered released on bail of $25,000 cash and $25,000 bond.